What up? Christy Aphrodite, clearsightconsulting.net. And I just kind of want to simplify dimension hopping, all right? Because I know, especially in like New Age circles, alternative radio, things like that, people talk about that a lot from many different angles. But I'm going to focus on the one that we can be responsible for. Okay, so it's like, what are those Computers for Dummies book or something? And I'm not, obviously, nobody here is a dummy. But, well, that's not true. I kind of am, right? So, okay, and that's why I like to simplify things. So, all right, I realize we live in kind of a chaotic dimension, right? However, there is actually life outside that, even on this same earth or whatever it is, right, that we're walking on in these physical bodies that we're inhabiting temporarily. Okay, so I talked yesterday about distractions and how they are cleverly designed soul traps, right? So we don't actually have to play along with anything. Okay, so whether it's in your own family dynamics, whether it's in world news or the local store that doesn't want to let you in because you're not hurting yourself with a mask or whatever, we don't have to do that, right? Look, everything is frequency. What's frequency? It's just an energy that we tune into. And if we're energy and everything is energy, and if we can like turn the dial on a radio station, right, and just pick up a different frequency, we can do that as well with one simple choice, okay? So, and really, I know people talk about the universe, right? The universe, one song, but I actually think we're living in a multiverse here, right here in this own dimension, and that would obviously multi mean many verse songs, many songs. So what song are you singing, right? What note are you, frequency are you tuning into? So when it gets down to making dimension hopping simple, you have the power to do the most incredible, amazing thing you ever thought possible, and all you have to do is say no, right? Like Dorothy, she clicked her heels, and then she got to go home, right? And I kind of got to learn that the hard way myself, right? And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing with others how easy it is. We don't have to stay in any timeline, dimension, scenario. We don't want to. Nobody is holding a gun to your head and forcing you to say watch TV and watch the news. I mean, look, outside Twitter, outside Facebook, outside the news, there's a real world out there. Do you think the birds give a crap about some bull crap in the news that we have to go to the news to be told about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to. It's a trap. So if you want to dimension hop, take a vacation from yourself for a minute. Leave those worries behind, right? If you are, whatever it is you're worried about, it'll be there tomorrow. Try to, I mean, look, not everything in nature still goes on, right? Your puppy still wants to kiss you. Your kitty still wants to love you and chase mice, and the plants are still growing. Like, the wind is still blowing. The sun is still rising sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I like that dimension. that timeline. I like being detached from the ones that we can easily get caught up in, right? But if you really, I mean, think about it. All you have to do is say no and make every choice you make in your life prove that you believe your own bullshit, right? Right? Be the same person you talk about on Facebook or wherever, right? Don't just talk about the knowledge. Be it, do it, live it, go forth, okay? Do you think your God wanted you to just study books and, talk about it and circle jerk about it the rest of your life? Or did he, she want you to go forth and actually live it? Like, I was caught in those worlds, let me tell you, those dimensions where trauma, mind control, like victimhood. Yeah. And I'll say, I honestly did not believe, like, if I would have listened, the younger me would have listened to today me, I wouldn't have believed me. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get it. But I do know that once you get to that place of awareness, right? Because if this is a school, right? If this is our Earth school, like, come on, and everyone else can hop dimensions, right? Even your damn kitty. Like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be in those caged environments. We don't have to play somebody else's game or sing somebody else's song, because we're the ones bringing it into existence by singing it, by complying it, by tuning into it, by paying our attention, paying our energy, right? So that same energy that they have tricked you into giving them to stay in that horrible, traumatic dimension, you can literally change it just by saying no. No! Walk away, mean it. Don't just say it. Don't just talk about it. Do it. You literally, I'm telling you, I live in a completely different world today than I used to live in. And I am so grateful for my path, right? I had to learn a lot, as we all do, right? But the more you resist it, the more difficult it's gonna get. And there does kind of come a point in time where it's like, okay, that's enough. All right, maybe you're just gonna have to come back next time and try again, right? So if this is an Earth school, how are you doing? Are you passing the tests? Or are you caving into fear and acting like this shit is real and that you're stuck in this body, right? And if there is no death, then what are you fearing anyways? Why are you keeping these fears or allowing these fears to keep you from living? Yeah, so sorry for the background noise. If it's not raining, then all the tourists and bikes and loud people are out. But seriously, you want to dimension hop simplified? Say no and walk away. Tune out of that frequency, whatever it is that does not serve you. And on a higher level, everything does serve you, right? If you learn, but everything is intended to serve you, right? So what are we doing with it? Yeah. If you're not living the life of your dreams right now, if you feel that your life is being run by external influences, whatever they are, politics or that C word I'm not going to say, or you know what I mean, then it might be time to check yourself and see why you are allowing somebody else drive your ship, right? Yeah. Captain of Invictus, that just came to mind. The captain of my ship, master of my soul. Yeah. So a master of his soul, his or her soul, can flip that dimension. They have boundaries. They say no. They mean it. They always move forward. Not to say that we don't trip or whatever, right? Of course we trip and fall down and stuff. But obviously the goal is to keep moving forward. And sometimes those trip ups are about moving forward because then we learn something else, or maybe are reminded of something that we didn't even realize we needed to know. And so then that's the experience you take with you so you can dimension hop 101, the practical, easy way, right? That you do the work. You're not waiting for a planet or waiting for a guru or a spaceship or, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's all. Thank you.